Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Dialed In, the brand new NFL podcast that you can call into and be a part of. All you got to do is click the link in the chat. Looks just like this, like the StreamYard link. That'll bring you backstage, and we can bring you onto the show. You can share your opinions on the upcoming week, this past week. You can help us go up against ChatGPT's super team, which, if you've read the title this week, the theme is fantasy football because it's fantasy football championship week for a lot of people. I myself am in two championships, one for my
Nice.
league and one for, I mean, I guess you guys both know him, Deafness, 45. He has a league. And I'm in the championship of one of his leagues as well. Both of them are redrafts. Um, I am in a couple dynasty leagues, which I've gotten completely crushed in this year. One of them being Michael, the other one being where is the other dynasty through? Uh, I think it's through Marty. Actually, no, Sue Deafness. I want Sue Deafness as well, and that's the one that I went all out to get Kenny Pickett one year, and I'm still recovering from that one. I was like, oh, if I get Kenny Pickett, I'll be set for the next 10 years.
I'll never have to draft another quarterback.
No such luck. Man, have you guys seen, speaking of Kenny Pickett, have you seen him get to play in Oakland? He looks atrocious. He put up like 3 fantasy points.
I mean, that whole team is just. I mean, it's sad. It seems as though they quit, which is sad when you have Pete Carroll.
Yeah,
But you wouldn't think a Pete Carroll team would quit. But
yep.
it seems like they just have been like, whatever.
Yeah. It's been a mess to even watch their games. I bet Jacoby's like super happy to be in Jacksonville right now. Trevor Lawrence, he's looking rejuvenated. I think he's had like multiple weeks in a row where he's had scoring touchdowns. Um,
Hey, Maddie.
hey, Matty, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the so interesting things happened. It'll see, how do things work out? I mean, Green Bay put all that draft capital and that big trade to get Micah Parsons, and boom, he's done.
Yep.
So that's
Then
kind of that's
got
tough
hurt
for
too.
them.
Watson got injured too, and he's been like one of their spark plug receivers since he's come back. He had a
Yeah.
chest injury on Sunday.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
So they lost two, and then you look at I mean, the Chiefs. I mean, and it might be a blessing in disguise. You're not going to make the playoffs. You hate to see You hate to see go out with an injury, but I mean, who knows? Now maybe they, the scary part is they get a better draft pick. And depending on what they do these last 3 weeks, I mean, I know they have Tennessee coming up, but after that. Their schedule is not like what they got them, and they got the Broncos, and they have the Raiders. So actually, they'll probably win two out of their last 3.
yeah, I would definitely pick them 2 out of 3, even without Mahomes. I think the Broncos are going to come in there and just take it to them because they have a good defense.
Yeah.
But the other 2 teams they should easily beat. Just because they have enough power without Mahomes.
Yeah. Rivers didn't look terrible.
No, he did not. I still don't know that he has enough to get past some of these top-tier teams, but it's fun watching him come off the couch and be able to play at a high level. Shout out to Sean, by the way. And, yeah, his Texans are kind of making me into a little bit of a believer because that defense is looking pretty nice.
Yeah, you're at that point where if C.J. Stroud doesn't lose the game, they have a great chance of winning.
Yeah.
They're in that situation right now where as long as C.J. is smart with the ball, they have a really good Got it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So this past week, there was a lot of interesting things happening. I don't know if you saw the Bengals news where Joe Burrow seems to be, I don't know, like depressed or like upset, not very happy playing football. That's good news for me as a Steelers fan. I don't know what you guys thought about that. He then came out and basically threw a dud against the Ravens immediately after, kind of sharing those feelings.
Hey, you play for that team, you would be depressed too, probably.
100%.
You know,
So,
this is the difficult part of the NFL. You have the salary cap. And yes, they needed to pay him. Yes, they needed to pay Chase. I think they made a big mistake in what they gave to T. Higgins. They should have used that money on offensive line. There are plenty of good number twos out there. They probably could have traded, got a couple of good draft picks for him, or maybe they only get a second round, or maybe they get a third round, or whatever it may be. But it's a little bit easier to pick up a number 2 wide receiver, than it is, starting offensive lineman. And I think they made a mistake, but that's the reality of the NFL. When you're going to pay 2 guys or 3 guys, that means a whole bunch of other players don't get money.
right.
I hate, none of us like the guy, but that number 12 quarterback from New England, that's what he always did, right? He went ahead and he wasn't the highest paid guy. He always went ahead and left enough money so that they could keep the good players around him. And look, it really is success, but here we are. Miami's going to go through the exact same thing. Miami has Tua, $100 million guaranteed left on that contract, $54 million next year. If they cut him, it's an $88 million cap hit.
Yeah.
You either got to do it, bite the bullet. You'd be horrible in 26, and then you look and see if you hopefully get a good draft pick and you get a quarterback in 27. That's really the only way you could go ahead and do it. And say, you know what? Hey, we're gonna be crappy the next 2 years because we're not going to be able to sign anybody because we have all this dead money. But it could work out. Look, Denver did it.
Yeah.
They did it with Russell Wilson. They cut his ass, and
it's working out nice for them. The Knicks.
Yeah.
Working out real nice.
But again, that's the part of the NFL, right? That's the part. I understand. Hey, you're the next guy. I forgot. I don't know. I wonder who the next quarterback is. I think it was Trevor got his money. Tua got it. I don't know who the next one is. But it's like, what are you going to do? Are you not going to pay him and let him walk? Or do you convince that guy to be, hey, you know what? I'm not going to take it. I think like Dak Prescott, I think his dead money cap is like it's like $110 million if they would have cut him.
Yeah. Why in Dallas for so long?
It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's insane, man. Be interesting to see what happens. As far as our picks last week, we had a pretty solid week. You guys were both 11-5, as was ChatGPT. I was the loser of the week. I was 10-6. So I was 1 game behind you guys, which is going to bring us for the total of the year. I'm at 151 wins. Michael,
Now you got to take row 16 off of there, make them all 0.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because this week's 16, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So the total of the season right now, I'm at 141-82. Michael is at 139-84, and John's at 126 and 97. So it's really a tight race. Me and Michael are down to a 2-game separation between us with 3 weeks left. And John is nipping at our heels. So if he has some really good weeks and we have some really bad weeks, he could still come back and win the Dowd In season championship.
That's right. Good. I'm like the long shot. I'm like the Cowboys trying to take over the division, but I'm there.
You gotta take some chances. You have to you call on your inner Jimmy the Greek.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying earlier, we have an interesting week. We're going to do fantasy football this time since it's fantasy football championships for a lot of people. I'm going to share the screen. There's a website that Michael and I were looking into that you can actually do mock drafts. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a realistic fantasy football draft. We've selected 10 teams. It'll allow us to randomize our pick. So that way it's fair. We're not just saying, hey, we're going to take the first pick because it's our draft. We're going to randomize 1 through 10. And we are 8th, which, all right, whatever.
And you know the first pick isn't always the guaranteed good pick.
Correct.
Hey,
so
8 is good because it's a snake draft. So we get 8,
Yep.
9, 10, 11, 12. We get 8 and 13. So that's not bad.
Yep. And then we have 120 seconds. It's like 2 minutes to pick. The team we're looking to fill is a quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, a tight end, a flex position player, a kicker, and a defensive player or defensive team. So that's what we're looking to do. So we're drafting 8. Before we go ahead and finalize that, I'm going to share a random.org with you guys, and then we're going to go ahead and pull out 8th because that's where we're drafting, and we're going to pick ChatGPT's team. All right, so you can say I have 1 through 10. We're going to take out 8 because that's where we pick. And now we're going to randomize whatever one goes up to the top is what ChatGPT's team's going to be. So they're 7, so they're right before us. ChatGPT is picking 7, and we pick 8.
All right.
So let's get into the actual draft. Reshare the screen. All right. Can you guys see the screen?
Yep.
Cool. Basically, just going to the bottom where it's going to say start the draft. Waiting for your good introduction for Renegade, Michael.
Renegade Fantasy Football.
Yes. There it is. I got one of those behind the scenes. Which is pretty impressive. Takes a minute to load, but once it's in there, it's pretty fast. So the main things we're going to be concerned with is the 7th pick and the 8th pick, because 7th is ChatGPT. They have taken Amon-Ra St. Brown. Guys, we are on the clock. Thus far, looks like we have seen Jamar Chase, Barkley, Bijan Robinson, Jamar Gibbs, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, and Amon-Ra St. Brown go. So with the 8th pick,
I think we should take CMC.
I can't believe he's still there at 8. Yeah, I'm with you on CMC right now, to be honest with you. What do you think, John?
Sounds good.
Cool. CMC is ours. Okay, so we are up again. Do we go Derrick Henry or
Oh,
I'm on running backs. That's why. Let's see. So Brian Thomas is the top receiver. Achan.
Hey, Kenneth. Hey, Craig.
Hey guys, thanks for
Fellas.
joining. So all the quarterbacks look to still be there.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Maybe not Mahomes. I
Probably
don't
need
know.
to take the top wide receiver because you got to take 3 of them.
yeah.
It's not a bad call. Do we jump down and take JSN though, being that he's having a
Oh,
breakout?
yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that one. That's a good pick. Thank you for leaving him there, folks.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor went. T. Higgins. Let's see. Do we grab like a Josh Allen here? Do we keep building skill positions like a James Cook, who's like either first or second in rushing right now?
Ooh.
I would go Allen and take a running back the next round, but I'm not sure.
What do you think, John?
Wow, with Hurts still being out there, Daniels and Lamar also being out there, the way Allen's been playing, I don't know. They're all good. All 4 of them. I guess it wouldn't matter which one you really took.
I mean, you can either have to go running back and then quarterback, or quarterback then running back.
Who have we
You
seen?
might be better off taking the running back
And then loop around and grab a
and
quarterback?
then take whichever one of those top quarterbacks is left.
So do we grab James Cook then? He's by far the best one left.
I mean, I like Cook, but whatever you guys want to do.
Cook's good.
So far, I'm very happy with. Oh, damn! They took Allen. Jerks.
All right.
Okay, so our
And
team.
Lamar went.
Yeah. So Jalen Hurts is still there. Mahomes is injured, so we really don't want him. Quarterbacks that are the top rated this year.
ChatGPT is not going to know he's hurt.
I know that. Well, actually, I don't know that. Maybe they do. I don't quite know what ChatGPT knows. Do we pass on a quarterback or just grab one before the run goes?
I think maybe you pass and you take. How are we? What does our team look like?
Here, I would take Terry
We
to.
have 2 running backs and a receiver. We have JSN at receiver, and then running back we have CMC and Cook.
I think McLaren might not be a bad pick right there.
To go up with that other one we drafted.
JSN.
Yeah. The speed with both of them is going to give us that.
There's
You know what
still
else
some
it's
good
gonna
guys
do?
down a
It's
little
gonna
bit
make
further.
John the happiest man on the planet. We just got Terry McLaurin, John.
Because I know you guys are going to. Daniels is probably going to be picked. Yeah, he's gone already.
Hurts just
Crap,
went.
Brees Hall gone.
Still some decent depth there. Running back.
Who do we got at quarterback right now left, though?
Tight ends are still pretty much.
Do we go
So
with that? Go Nick?
stats wise, Drake May and what's his name?
So if you click on teams.
Where at on teams?
The
Teams.
top left.
I'm pointing at my screen. You can't see it right there.
There you go. There's our team.
Right, but now just go quick through the other teams.
See who they are.
All right, so they need a quarterback. They need a quarterback. Damn, 3, 4. That's 3 teams need a quarterback. Who the hell took quarterbacks? All right, there's 1 gone,
Burrow.
2 gone, 3
3.
gone.
Oregon.
Well, so six teams still need quarterbacks. So, I mean, I think there's still, remember, you're only going to be drafting one. So there's still plenty to go. Grab either a wide receiver or the best tight end.
Right, but who do we keep our eye on in the quarterbacks as a drafting?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, there's plenty of guys you could take.
Do you grab
even Dak Prescott's been playing pretty good. So
you could take Stafford, you could take Prescott, you could take Caleb Williams. They're still there. Only 10 of them are going to be gone. So nobody's going to take more than 2. And we also need a flex position.
That's true
too. So
can we take Kelsey here?
We could. We could take Kelsey if you guys want a tight end here. Or do you want to?
Well, if you go all, who's the top pick if you go all?
All?
Like, what's the big? Who's the number one suggestion?
Alvin Kamara.
Oh.
Then you got Marion Hampton, Devontae Smith, Chuba Hubbard, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Waddle, or George Pickens wouldn't be terrible.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Those guys, I think they'll be there. I don't think you need to really grab those guys just yet. If you take the top, I think you take the top player. The idea is, what do you want at? What do we already have 2 running backs, right?
Yes.
So
if we grab a third running back, it would be our flex.
Right. So do we want Alvin Kamara as our flex, or do you want a wide receiver or a tight end as a flex? It might pay to take Alvin Kamara as our flex.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's probably by far the best running back left.
Yeah.
By a mile at this point.
When you do that, then we're done. Then we're just focusing on, the quarterback, another wide receiver, and tight end. I mean, then we take our kicker, defense, and kicker, just do them last.
Yeah.
Next, we have Kamara. Now, no more running backs. We need a quarterback. We need 2 more receivers. We go receiver, or you guys want to go tight end?
Oh, didn't we have 2 receivers?
We have 1 receiver right now. We have JSN, I believe.
No, you also picked up McLaurin.
We got forgot about him.
Yeah.
How could I forget about your guy?
I mean, Devonta Smith would not be a bad ad.
No, that's true.
Who else is there from a wide receiver perspective?
You said who else is there for receivers? Let's see. So Smith, Waddle, Pickens, Jameson Williams, Olave, Ibuka.
You're too far down the list there.
I would say either Devontae or George Pickens, one or the other.
Do you have a preference, Michael?
Nope.
Devontae's rated higher. I think Pickens is better.
Let's go Devontae.
Devontae it is.
What team is we're picking for Chat GPT right now?
Oh no, Chat GPT is picking themselves.
We're picking for ourselves.
What team are they? Do you know?
Okay. They're team 7. I'll have to figure out who it is by where they picked.
I'd be curious to see who they picked up.
Well, just
for some reason,
remember TJ Hawkinson. That's who TJ Hawkinson. And just remember, you have to find the team that has TJ Hawkinson. That's their team.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Crap. So that means there's already a run going of tight ends.
Mark Andrews wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah. Even Ingram's not
He
bad.
hasn't exactly done well though, so I don't know if that makes a difference or not. Historically, though, he's been really good. Honestly, he's the best one left. Might as well just go Andrews if you guys are good with it.
Yeah.
Andrews or Warren. Matty Ice might be a big fan of Tyler Warren. All right, so Andrews.
So we got to get a quarterback next.
Yeah.
That's right. We haven't taken a quarterback yet, have we?
No.
I think
There's
what
still-
we're in round 8, 9, and 10. So we got quarterback, we
Yeah.
got
And
defense,
defense.
and we got kicker.
Yep.
Oh. I was tempted to take a kicker here.
Really? What kicker do you want to take?
That one from Dallas.
Who, this
He's
guy?
still right there, Brandon. Yeah.
I have this guy in my league, Cameron Dicker. He's been pretty good.
He's good too, but I think Auburn's just a little bit better. Not by much, but a little bit. But I say, like Mike said, maybe we should go for a quarterback right now.
Well, unless you see
Which,
if anybody else needs a quarterback. Because if nobody needs a quarterback, then let's not go ahead and pick one because nobody's going to pick a second quarterback.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay,
He's
so
still
next door
in.
neighbors do. They took Mahomes. Actually, I should look to see who has tight end. What was the tight end again?
Hawkinson.
Hawkinson. Okay.
So
That
that's
was
two.
that one. Mahomes.
Probably going to be the Terratatas.
3 teams. Four
You called it.
teams.
Ted taught us. Travion Henderson, RJ.
And he needs a quarterback too, so we got to get a quarterback. We got to take the best
Yeah, we
quarterback
need
right
a-
now because
Man, so far,
needs a
With
quarterback.
these rankings, it would be Bo Nix, but like according to like real life, it's probably Drake May or Stafford. So, where do we go? I mean, we can't go wrong with any of them.
right. Except for maybe Mayfield. I don't really think he's doing that great, but I'd say either Bo Nix, Prescott, or May. Out of those, is May still available?
Yeah, I think May is like ranked 12th right now. No, yeah,
Okay,
13th.
Okay.
Even Herbert's available. Williams is available.
Jared Goff is still available. TJ, Lawrence, CJ.
Is Philip Rivers available? I mean,
Surprising. I would be shocked if he's not. I mean, honestly, he might not be because they might not have even loaded him in here yet.
Garoppolo. Yeah. So yeah, I'm good with any of those three.
Which QB you most liking, Michael?
I mean, I like Herbert, but I know we didn't even pick him as a name.
I'd be fine with Herbert too.
I'm okay. I'm okay with Bo Nix. You know, I guess it's just a matter of, do you want a young guy or do you want a more veteran guy?
I'm just trying to think of who they might go after.
They'll probably take whatever's the top guy.
That's what I'm thinking. They're probably going to end up, if we take Bo Nix, they probably end up with Baker Mayfield or Kyler Murray.
Right.
Which
I think that would be
fine
an
with.
advantage for us.
Is Bo Nix better than Baker Mayfield?
I think so.
Let's take Bo Nix then.
Yeah.
I mean, there are 4 other teams out there that need it besides us that needed a quarterback, or with us that needed, so 3 other teams.
If it goes in order of this list, they might end up with like Dak or Brock Purdy then. It would take or Justin Fields. So before they'd get to Drake, they'd still have to go through a whole bunch of garbage. These rankings are terrible. I don't know who did these.
Yeah, let's just take Bo and go from there, I guess.
Yeah.
Bo knows.
Golf went to them. They took golf.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. All right, kicker or defense?
So,
I knew he was going to go. But then it's going to be
Defense.
defense. What's
Yeah.
defense?
Oh man, I would take Houston.
Houston? I'm good with
I
Houston.
think so.
Yeah, I mean the number one
Yeah.
defense in the NFL.
Are they?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
That's why they've won 6 in a row.
And then we just have to take our kicker.
Oh, they took Dicker. Jerks. So
Oh,
then do I get my guy or does John get his guy?
my guy, I wouldn't take.
So my
I
guy
don't have a guy
Bill
listed
Boswell?
up there.
Oh, he's probably
Oh,
down.
Cousins, that's right. I was thinking McLaughlin was your guy, but that's Tampa Bay's guy.
We have what the hell is his name? We got him from Chicago. And Boswell's not a terrible guy. Maybe go with that Will Lutz guy since he's at the top.
What do you think, Michael?
Him or Boswell, it'd be either one of those two for me. I mean, I don't really, have much of a choice.
Take Boswell.
I took the gap. Oh, good. It put him in order. Sweet.
Ooh, we got a D
Give
on
us
our
a D.
Wow.
How rude. I don't appreciate getting D's.
Wonder what they gave ChatGPT. I'm curious. Tater tots.
So I'm going to go ahead and transfer some of these over. I'll put this up so you guys can kind of see what the final teams look like, at least the top however many picks now. Well, yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think we have a chance to beat them?
Oh yeah.
Take me a couple seconds here just to fill in all the stuff.
Made our team.
Okay, so we have their quarterback was who? Goff, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you look at their receivers: Brown, Higgins, Mike Evans. I mean, it's not like, in my opinion, I'm just saying, those guys aren't having great. When you look at the guys that we have as our wide receiver for wide receiver, I mean, they're going with 4 wide receivers, so Evans is going to be their flex, where Kamara is going to be our flex. But I think if you look at JSN, McLaughlin, and Devonta Smith, I mean, that's at worst case scenario, it's equal to Brown, and Higgins.
True.
I don't think they're running backs. I mean, we have Cook and McCaffrey. They got Henderson and Harvey. I think we're
Yeah. I think we got better wide receivers than they do. Running back.
I think as a team, I think our 3 starters are equal to or better than theirs. I definitely think our running backs, our 2 starting running backs, are better than their 2 starting.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. And who'd they have Hawkinson at tight end?
Yeah. You have to scroll a little bit on your screen to bring the teams up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can.
I think we have a good chance of winning this one.
AJ Brown, T. Higgins, and Mike Evans.
They took the Chiefs defense. They took Justin Tucker as their kicker.
Yeah, they did. Wow.
How the hell could that be?
Be interesting because he's not even playing.
Should be up. Sorry, their kicker has not made. If maybe you know what? They're just going to go for 2 on every touchdown. They're just going for 2. They're not going ahead and going for anything.
We've yet to see that out of this ChatGPT thing. We have yet to see anybody go for 2 points.
God.
But everybody basically waited till round 9 to go defense, and then round 10 to go kicker.
Yeah.
I just figure out who their flex was. Who was our flex? Alvin Kamara?
Yeah.
Yes.
That doesn't suck. And our tight end was who? Mark Andrews. Where's Flex would be here? Oh, they have him on Raw St. Brown. Damn.
That's okay.
So their flex is Mike Evans then. Come on, let's get a top receiver. I mean, JSN still, I would say, equal to him. What's your prediction score?
I think we win by 7 on this one. 28-21.
I think that's very realistic.
I mean, I should just go with we're gonna win by 3 because that's what ChatGPT does. But
It'll be interesting to see if they do it that way or if they actually give us like fantasy, like in fantasy football terms.
Oh, we lost Mike.
That was my fault. I fat fingered the thing. I couldn't handle all that handsome on the screen, so I had to take him off for a sec.
Yeah.
Let me be sure. ChatGPT. All right. Can you guys see this?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
can.
can.
Okay. Why is it giving us this? Okay, so this is basically the stat lines or whatever.
Stat lines and points that they got.
For them, Jared Goff is getting 21.8 fantasy points. He has 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Travion Henderson had 72 yards rushing, 3 catches for 28 yards and a touchdown, which gives him 19. RJ Harvey had 12 carries for 61 yards, 4 catches for 34 yards, gives him 12 and a half points. So this is actual fantasy points it's going to give him.
Yikes.
Mon Ra, 9 catches, 112, 1 touchdown, 26 points. AJ Brown, 7 catches, 98 yards, 1 touchdown for 22.8 points. T. Higgins, 6 catches for 85 yards for 14.5 points. Hawkinson had 6 catches for 71 yards for 13 points. Mike Evans had 5 catches, 78 yards, 1 touchdown for 18.8 points. Chiefs defense, 3 sacks, 1 interception, 1 fumble recover, 17 points allowed. They got 9 points.
We lost.
Somehow, he got 14 points when he's not even playing. Okay, now our team. Okay, so the totals. I didn't even look at their total first.
Did they play against us?
Yeah, it's head-to-head us versus them. So that's their score.
They had a total of 171.
Okay, their total score is 171.7. So this is what we need to beat. We need to get like 172 to win. So down into team. Bo Nix had 245, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 26.5 points.
Yeah, we didn't play against each other. I don't think.
We should, yeah. Okay, so it's giving us their team's total output first. And now it's giving our team's total output as if it was like a fantasy game instead of like a real football game.
Yeah, but you look at their kicker. It can't be right because just look.
They say that their defense allowed only 17
points, but yet Bo Nix has 3 touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns. That's 21 points right there. So It's just whatever happened during that week.
Correct.
We didn't play
our
against. We
team's
didn't play
playing
each
character.
other.
We play each other for head-to-head points. So our players don't play each other's players, but the points play against each other's points.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not like when we did before, where we went the Steelers all time versus Steelers all time, and they played an actual game, because this is done by fantasy points.
Correct. Yeah, this one
we got a shot.
We do have a shot. We just need to get 172 fantasy points. And we're starting off good because Bo Nix got us 26.5. Christian McCaffrey has 94 yards rushing, 6 catches for 55 yards, and 1 touchdown. Another 26.9. James Cook had 81 yards, 4 receptions for 32. That's 15.3. JSN had 8 catches for 102. That's 18.2. McLaurin had 6 catches for 88 and a touchdown. That's 20.8. Devontae had 5 catches for 74. That's 12.4. Mark Andrews had 5 catches for 64 and a touchdown. That's 17.4.
Come on, Alvin.
Kamara had 13 carries for 58 yards, 7 catches for 61 yards. That's 20.9. The defense of the Texans only gave us 6 points. And Will Lutz gave us 10 points. So we won 74.7. So here's why the matchup was so close. Both teams topped 170, which is almost any championship. ChatGPT's dominated elite receiver depth with Amon-Ra, A.J. Brown, and Evans. Dowden had the running back ceiling with CMC and Kamara. QB edge slightly favored Dowden with Bo Nix rushing touchdown. Defense kicker combo favored ChatGPT.
3-point win.
Yep. So the big thing was McCaffrey, Kamara. That was a big call by you, Michael, to go with Kamara as our flex. Bo Nix, I'm glad we went with him because of the rushing touchdown, and I'm glad you guys suggested Mark Andrews because he put us over the edge as well. And then it basically just gives us do you want me to see what would happen if they play? Well, actually, they wouldn't be able to play road game against each other because they're all offensive players. I guess there would be a defense.
What a Monday night sweat scenario would be interesting.
Where it comes down to the last game.
Last second hit, let's see, but.
Oh boy.
Okay. This was a real game. Does it actually tell us who would win? Okay, good. Here we go. This is what we want. So game flow. This is what we normally do. So Dowden opens up pounding the ball. McCaffrey and Kamara combined for 60 yards early. Long 11-play drive ends in a Kamara touchdown. ChatGPT answers quickly with Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. 7-7. Texans defense struggles against to match receiver talent. A.J. Brown beats single coverage. Bo Nix responds. Methodical drive capped by an Andrews touchdown. Chiefs defense forces an interception late before halftime. ChatGPT is up 17-14. Dowden controls the quarter. McCaffrey dominates. Long drives. McCaffrey touchdown. Lutz field goal. ChatGPT stalls twice due to a lack of a run game. Dowden 24, ChatGPT 17. This is where talent versus control collide. Goff gets into rhythm. Evans scores on a red zone. Chiefs defense sacks Bo Nix on 3rd and short. Tucker nails a 48-yard field goal. Final drive stalls at midfield. ChatGPT wins in a real game. It's because they have better receiver talent, more plays. We had the control with the running backs, and that's about it. So fantasy winners, us. Real winners, them. So I still take that as a win because we were playing for fantasy.
That's right.
So winner, chicken dinner. So I'm happy with that. Going into this next week's slate of games, it's going to be close, man. Like, we're really coming down to it. What do you think the prize should be for the winner?
Lombardi Trophy. No.
Well, that'd be awesome if Roger Goodell showed up and like presented it to the winner of the Dowd-In Championship. Meanwhile, Roger Goodell's like, who the hell are these guys? So going into this next week's games, starting on Thursday, we have a matchup with the LA Rams traveling to Seattle to face the Seahawks. This should be a pretty good game. ChatGPT is saying the Los Angeles Rams are going to win this one. I'm going to side with ChatGPT and agree just because Matthew Stafford's playing out of his mind right now. I can't say Matthew Stafford's going to lose a game right now. Although Seattle is one of those teams that I think could make a pretty deep playoff run because they're just they look to be complete. But I'm going with the Rams. What do you guys think?
I'm going along with you. I'm going with the Rams in this one. I just think it's going to be a close game, but they're going to take it.
Ah, man. Devontae Adams could be hurt.
That definitely hurts if he is hurt because he's been a difference maker for them this year. You know, even making Puka a little bit more effective.
I'm going to take the Rams also.
There's a clean sweep for us. Everyone's taking the Rams. Next game, we have two games on Saturday. The first game is the Green Bay Packers, all beaten and bloody, traveling to Soldier Stadium or Soldier Field, I believe it's called, to face
Soldier Field.
Chicago Bears. The ChatGPT has selected the Green Bay Packers to win this game due to the injuries and just the fact that Caleb Williams has been playing real consistent this year. I'm going with the Bears. What do you guys think?
I like the Bears too because of the injuries. Although this could be one of those games where everybody rallies around.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is enough talent on Green Bay to keep this close. And if they win, I can see them winning late. But I'm going to select the Bears also.
Let's just make it a clean sweep with the three of us because I'm going the Bears too.
The Bears. The next game we have on Saturday, this will be a good one for you, John. It's the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, traveling all the way to Washington to play your Commanders. What do you think is going to happen in that game?
The way things go in this league, I'm going to say we're taking this one from them at home. It's going to be close, but I think we can take it, even with Jaden being out.
What do you think, Michael?
Eagles.
I am also choosing the Eagles. I just think that they are a little bit too top heavy.
ChatGPT put the Eagles also.
They did, yes. The next game on the docket is the Buffalo Bills traveling to Cleveland to play the Browns. The ChatGPT has selected Buffalo Bills to win this. I've also selected the Buffalo Bills to win this because I think Josh Allen's going to overwhelm them, and I think Cook is probably going to get at least 2 touchdowns on him as well.
I'm with you on that. I just don't think the Browns have enough.
Yep, me too. Buffalo Bills.
Cool. So we got another clean sweep. 4 in a row. The next one's going to be an interesting game. This is Kansas City Chiefs minus Patrick Mahomes traveling to Tennessee to play the Titans. ChatGPT is picking the Chiefs minus Mahomes. I'm also picking the Chiefs minus Mahomes just because I think the Titans suck. And I think the Chiefs are okay-ish, even without Mahomes. So,
who's backup for them?
I don't even know.
Gardner Minshew.
Oh, yeah. Gardner will go in there and handle his business.
Yeah, it's not like It's not like they're throwing out an undrafted rookie quarterback out there.
I'm going with the Chiefs as well in this one. Almost went Texans, but I just don't think they have it.
Yeah, I think this is a trap game. It could be Tennessee, but I'm gonna think that they're gonna rally this week. Against the Titans, and the Chiefs are gonna win.
Next game, we have Los Angeles Chargers traveling to Dallas to play the Cowboys. ChatGPT has selected the Cowboys to win this game. I myself am going with the Chargers. I just like Justin Herbert, and I think that Dallas has been inconsistent at best. So, what do you guys think?
Man. They're in Texas. I think the Chargers are playing for something. They're playing for a lot more than the Cowboys are, so I'm going to go with the Chargers.
And how about you, John?
I'm going the opposite way. I'm going Cowboys just to give them that slight chance to, especially if we beat the Eagles, a slight chance to take the division.
Yep.
So in the next game, we have the Minnesota Vikings traveling to the Big Apple to face the New York Football Giants. ChatGPT has selected the Minnesota Vikings. I'm also going to pick the Vikings just because I feel like they're currently on a roll. They've been hot, and New York is dealing with injuries.
I'm the same way. Vikings have got this one.
Yeah, I don't think the Giants are going to probably put up too much of a struggle. Joe, so we got Dave is here. Dave went Eagles down. He said the Chargers also going to beat the Cowboys.
What's up, Dave? Good to see you, brother. It's actually going to hit you up, man. Hopefully everything's good with you out there. I heard online about what happened in Bondi Beach, tragedy and everything. I'm glad to see that you're here and that you are safe, my friend. So the next game is going to be an interesting one. It's New England Patriots heading on the road to face the Baltimore Ravens. ChatGPT is picking the Ravens to win this one. I'm picking the Patriots. I think the Patriots are a better team, although Baltimore needs this one more. They basically need to win out to win the division. So I'm still going with New England, though. I think they're a better team.
Same here, New England.
Man, oh man. It's in Baltimore. I don't know. Baltimore really has, they still have a shot. They're 7-7. They haven't been eliminated from the playoffs yet.
If they win, they basically win the division.
Yeah. I mean, they basically have to win out. What else do they have? They got the Patriots, the Packers, and then the Steelers.
They have a much better path than the Steelers do of winning out. Steelers have Detroit this week, and then I'm pretty sure it's like.
Yeah, I'm I'll take New England.
All right. Next game is going to be interesting. It's your New York Jets hitting the road to face the New Orleans Saints. ChatGPT has selected the Saints, and I am also selecting the Saints just because I feel like they've been able to muster a little bit more than the Jets as of late. What do you guys think?
Jets are starting a UDFA at quarterback. Brady Cook, 3 interceptions last week. Don't think it should be that much better. So I'm going to take the Saints. We need to just keep losing.
What's up, Dom?
Hey Dominic.
So your main quarterback's not in?
What?
Your normal quarterback's not in to play?
No. No, as of right now, Brady Cook is supposed to be the starter.
Well, we're going to go with the Jets, but I think I'm going to go with New Orleans now.
Definitely don't blame you there. Next game on the docket, we have Tampa Bay traveling to Carolina to play the Panthers. ChatGPT and Anthony both selected the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just think Tampa Bay is a better team altogether. They have more weapons. Although Carolina burns me every time I pick against them, so this will probably be another one of those times. So I'm going with the Buccaneers.
I'm taking the home team, Carolina Panthers.
What do you think, John?
Well, the Panthers lost last week. So did the Bucks, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of like where you're at, Anthony, that bet against them, they beat you.
Yep.
But I'm going to go ahead and say the Buccaneers on this one as well.
Okay. Next game is the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Arizona to play the Cardinals. ChatGPT has selected the Falcons, and I have too, just because they've been putting up some big performances. I'm hoping that continues. Kyle Pitts looked amazing last week, and I'm hoping he can do that one more time, especially because I have him in fantasy.
I same with me. I have him in fantasy. I need him and Kirk Cousins to continue to be in love. Because if he can go ahead and have a decent game, I might be able to go ahead and win this next round of the playoffs. So I'm going to take the football team from Atlanta.
As will I.
That's another clean sweep. All four of us going with the Falcons. Next game on the docket, we have the Jaguars traveling to the Mile High Stadium to face the Broncos. ChatGPT has selected the Broncos. I'm also going to take the Broncos on account of their defense and Bo Nix just being dual threat. I think that they're a much better team.
I agree. I think they're going to just plaster them.
I think it's going to be. I mean, I'm going to take the Broncos, but I think this is going to be. I think this is going to be a little closer of a game. But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it's a blowout. But I think it's going to be a little bit closer. I think Jacksonville is playing well. Trevor's playing well right now. ETN's playing well. We'll see how that Broncos defense, holds up against them. They got some good wide receivers there. We'll see what happens.
Yep. This next game is going to be an interesting one. It is Sean's Houston Texans at home to the Las Vegas Raiders. ChatGPT has selected the Texans to win at home. I also believe the Texans are going to win. Main reason being is their defense is nasty and the Raiders' offense is abysmal. So I think that the Texans are just going to have a field day against either Pickett or whomever starts for the Raiders. And I also think that the Texans offense is going to look a lot better against them than it does against other teams as well. So go Texans for the win.
Yepers, clean sweep.
Yep.
So this next one is one I'm most interested in. It's my Pittsburgh Steelers hitting on the road, heading over there to Michigan to face the Detroit Lions. ChatGPT has selected the Detroit Lions to win this game. Anthony is obviously selecting his Steelers because we need to win just as much as the Ravens need to win. So
I kind of agree with you there, but I just think the Lions are just a little bit better of a team. So I'm going with the Lions.
What's
If it
going
was
to
in Pittsburgh, I would go with Pittsburgh. Being that it's in that dome, I'm going to go with Detroit.
make sense? I mean, their running game too is going to be something the Steelers are going to struggle against. So it should be interesting. The next game is Cincinnati Bengals hitting the road. They're going.
Gabe says, "Sorry, Ant-Man. Lions will tear Rodgers a new one."
They very well might, but I've picked the Steelers for 16 weeks in a row now. And I've been right for like 9 of them, I think.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you're 500 with your picks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. Well, no, you're actually 2 games over. You picked them 14 times.
if I pick the Steelers all the time, I will never have a losing season because of Mike Tomlin. He'll always just squeak us into the very last spot of the playoffs, and then we'll be crushed. So the next game, again, was the Bengals versus the Dolphins. ChatGPT has selected the Dolphins to win this game. I personally am going with the Bengals just because I feel like they have a lot more firepower. So I just feel like they can put up a lot more points. So why I go with them.
Well, that and with the possibility of Tua maybe being benched, I don't know whether that will happen or not. I don't know what it does for Miami unless you are trying to just say, hey, you know what? We're not gonna try and we're not gonna try and win the rest of the year. So we will sit Tua and we will start Zach Wilson, who will probably look like the second coming of Johnny Unitas and friggin' light him up like crazy. But for that, I'm going to go with Cincinnati also.
As am I for the clean sweep.
Cool. Last game on the docket, we have the San Francisco 49ers traveling to see Matty Ice's Indianapolis Colts. ChatGPT has selected to win this game. I'm also taking the Niners because they're a really consistent team. With Daniel Jones, it might be a little bit harder of a decision, but I just think that Phillip Rivers isn't as good as Billy Dimes. So I think that Niners are going to have an edge.
I kind of agree with you there. However, it could end up being Rivers just pulls it out of his ass and does something good. But I am going with the 49ers in this one, but I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, I'm going to take the 49ers also. I think what you're going to see is I think the 49ers are going to crowd the box, and I think they're going to try and make Phillip Rivers beat them rather than John Taylor. And I don't know how far downfield Phillip Rivers can throw the ball.
Yeah.
From that standpoint. I am a little disappointed in Indianapolis from a standpoint of why did you keep Riley Leonard around if you were never going to give him a shot if Daniel Jones was to go ahead and get hurt?
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, why do you take a guy who hasn't played football in 5 years versus a kid who has played very competitive games over the last 5 years? I would just like to understand that reasoning. I mean, I know we'll never find out, but that's one of those things that doesn't make a whole bunch of sense to me.
Maybe because you can pay Rivers just for the last few games and don't have to worry about signing him to something long term.
But what are you trying to do? I mean, I understand probably. I mean, the only thing I guess ultimately, they're looking at the standings, they're looking at the schedule, and they're saying, hey, we're 8-6, we're in that 8th spot right now. I mean, let's go ahead and try and make the playoffs and see what happens. But Daniel Jones ain't coming back,
right?
So, I don't understand it. I mean,
I just think it's a cheaper option. They could probably pay in the league minimum.
But what I'm saying though is you already have a guy. You're bringing a guy in who hasn't played in 5 years, a potential Hall of Fame quarterback. I get it. But you have a kid who has played in meaningful games. You have a kid he has played football the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
I don't think it's a money thing because they're not paying Riley a lot of money. I'm just trying to figure out why they look that way. The only thing I can think of is they think, hey, we're still in the playoff hunt. We might as well try and make the playoffs rather than just, go ahead and, say, hey, the hell with it, or unless they look at Riley Leonard, in that game against the, Jaguars and we're like, you know what? Yeah, no, that ain't Riley. Riley came in after DJ got hurt. I mean, and I don't know. I just think it's interesting. To me, it's an interesting move. I don't, from that standpoint.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Okay.
And
Joe Montana could have been.
It'll be interesting now that Rivers is coming back at 44. Does anybody else who's old think about, well, maybe I can do that?
There's a possibility.
I was listening to the Fan here in Pittsburgh. It's like the morning sports talk thing, and they're like, I'll tell you what, if Aaron Rodgers retires, we should hit up Ben and see if he wants to pull a Philip Rivers. I was like, I've been saying that since 2022.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about Ben.
Brady, I could see possibly doing it.
I can see him, saying, "Hey, let me go ahead and come out of the stands, come out of the booth."
Yeah, he could probably still do it at a high level too, I'd imagine.
Because there aren't too many. I mean,
Eli,
maybe.
I'd be interested to see Brett Favre come out of retirement.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
that's the first guy I thought of, just because he kept coming out of retirement. Good old
Alex
I don't know about that one.
Good. Maybe you bring in Joe Theismann. I mean, just to see. He's only, I think, 50 or 60 years old.
So, do you guys have anything coming up this week you want to talk about?
We got a show tomorrow night, 9:00.
Nice.
Covered the good old Saturday night main event, which was terrible.
What do you guys think of Cena's last match? Or you want to save it for tomorrow night? It might be good to save it for tomorrow night. That'd be a good cliffhanger to leave people on. That was definitely an interesting one. I watched that over the weekend as well.
Yeah, I have two opinions on it, and I will hold them till tomorrow.
Next, I also found a spot where he actually posted why he did what he did.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
This is the last season for the NFL, right? Since Amon St. Brown passed away, I'm sure the ratings and attendance went downhill. Yep.
Yeah, that I will say yes to.
We'll be on my channel tomorrow night talking about it, Dave, at 9:00. If you want to go ahead and swing by.
Yep.
Talk about that. We'll talk about.
So I guess after the football season, what do we do? Do we do the rugby season? And we make Dom happy?
We would have to, Dom would have to come on the show, though.
Yeah, Dom would have to come on the show to help us pick the rugby peoples.
Yeah.
So.
Well, maybe after the football season, we just talk on another sports talk show.
We could do GPT NHL. Not that I'm
Dave. Understand
a huge person on that, but
winter baseball.
Yeah, winter baseball is going to be the big thing. Best baseball, winter baseball. Yeah. There's a lot of things to go ahead and talk about. A lot of things to talk about.
We appreciate you, Dom. Luckily for you, football season's not much longer. We got 3 more weeks of the regular season. Then we got the postseason, which should be pretty fun to watch too, because this is one of those years where it could literally be anybody taking it. It's not like the Chiefs and like one other team that could potentially do it. It's like anybody now, which is kind of cool. Curling World Championships. I'd be down for some curling.
God.
You ever see the stuff where the dudes like push the trucks and stuff?
Strongman competition?
Yeah, that stuff's
I'm
good.
going to call it here. The Super Bowl is going to be the Broncos and the Rams.
That would be a really cool game. I would like to see that.
I don't see anybody else going that far.
Yeah, I think the Steelers are going to like barely make it in and then lose. So, but yeah, I could totally see that as well. I mean, I would love to see Josh Allen finally get a ring. You know what I mean? Now that he doesn't have to get over the Mahomes hump.
If he played more consistently, I think I could see that. But the inconsistency of that team has been very
feel
up and
like
down.
they need a big play receiver, like when they had Steph Diggs. Like if they had Diggs and they had Cook with that running game right now, like they'd be super dangerous.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
I think from the AFC, even though they'll have to go, it'll more than likely go through Buffalo. Denver, unless something crazy happens, which I mean, Broncos have the Jaguars, the Chiefs, and the Chargers. I mean, anything could happen against all three of those teams. So I think even though let's say they either win out or finish as number one, I still think if Buffalo starts playing right, it's just going to be so hard. Josh Allen is just the dude is just different. Like he's even though people want to compare him to Lamar and stuff like that, I don't know. He's different than Lamar.
Yeah.
From that standpoint, and I think, if he plays well, their defense plays, pretty good. I think Buffalo is a team, that they get hot at the right. If they continue rolling the way they are, they're going to be tough.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on for yet another one of these podcasts. If anybody is going to stay up later tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Pacific, I'll be with Big John and Rolling with FD on their podcast, What's the Play? So if anybody wants to come over and hang out with us, we talk about, cards or something fun like that. So feel free to swing by.
All right. Sounds good. Stay safe. Treat others how you want to be treated.
Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody.
See you guys. God bless.